And now please welcome Koreatown Youth and Community Center, Katherine, Kim, and David Lee. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to be here. I'm Katherine Kim. I'm the Koreatown Storytelling Program Director. And this is my colleague, David Lee. He's also a personification of art and health. I don't know if you know this, but he's a Fulbright Fellow in Public Health, medical school grad, and a screenwriter, actor, and director. So that's why I asked him to come present with me today. We're going to have a slideshow here. So Tomas, this is our money shot. This is our preschool. Really cute kids here. We have an year-round, all-day preschool. It's trilingual in Spanish, Korean, and English. This is a representation, really, of our community, and this is the Koreatown Storytelling Program in action. So it is an intergenerational program where high school students interview elders in our community to document our narratives.
To start today, we're going to go over what the organization KYCC as a whole, just what we're about, what we stand for, what we do, and ultimately how we came to be. Then we're going to hone in onto the program that's dear to our hearts, which is the Koreatown Storytelling Program. This is our mission statement. It's written better than I could ever summarize it, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it for you. The mission of KYCC is to serve the evolving needs of the Korean American population in the greater Los Angeles area, as well as the multi-ethnic Koreatown community. KYCC's programs and services are directed toward recently immigrated, economically disadvantaged youth and families and promote community socioeconomic empowerment.
So KYCC was founded in 1975. We're also almost 50 years old. We started with one staff member and one volunteer as an offshoot of the Asian American Drug Abuse Program. We started in 1975 because that's when the Korean population was starting to grow in Los Angeles. And a lot of the families that were coming over with young children, their children were growing into adolescence and facing sort of social issues. And so that's how the program came about initially as an after-school program. Part of what we often dispel is the misnomer of our organization's name. Because it's Koreatown, people think we only serve the Korean community, but in fact, 49% of our clients are Latinx. Today we have over 185 staff members, most of whom are bilingual. We serve more than 12,000 people each year. We have 8 locations in Koreatown. And so since our inception, we've served over 250,000 people.
Broadly speaking, we serve low-income immigrant residents of Koreatown. They come from all different backgrounds and walks of life. It's not easy, raising a family in Koreatown. It's not easy immigrating to another country with very little, sometimes not having legal immigration status, not having a whole lot of money, just scraping by every day. So really our job is to help them along on a day-to-day basis, help them in the long term to become more stable, help raise their kids to become successful young people.
Our value statement is one word, it's respect.
Respect the people that you work with and respect the people that you serve.
It's something beyond just a job for a lot of people at KYCC. They do it because they really love the people that they serve. They have true passion and belief in what they do.
When I plant a tree, I put a lot of love into it. This tree is going to help not only myself, but for the future generation, for the kids, And I think that's why I do it, and that's why I love doing it.
It just comes down to seeing the passion in our communities, wanting change. If that wasn't there, then I wouldn't be here.
Here, okay?
We don't have any specific formula that tells you that our work is done. This is it. Nothing's a quick fix here. The good life is about understanding that everything is connected. We're dependent on one another and doing good for others. For me, it's a good life.
That is our executive director, Jung Ho Sung. He's been our ED for about 30 years. Really, the longevity and consistency of leadership in our program has enabled us to build a lot of trust in the community. I know you can't really see, but these are all of our different units, but I'll kind of focus in on the health ones. We do have clinical services, mental health counseling in 5 languages: English, Korean, Spanish, Urdu, and Hindi. We have housing, affordable housing, 209 units, where we do on-site services in the buildings for our community. We do elementary, middle school, high school, college leadership, and after-school programming. Our prevention education program takes a more environmental approach, where we try and prevent substance abuse in the community by working with members in the community. Our environmental services, we beautify the streets of Koreatown, plant trees. Tommy, who is in the video, has personally planted over 30,000 trees himself in the community. Kidstown, like I said, is our preschool. Intergen is our program, KSP. And then Recovery Services is our outpatient substance use disorder clinic. And so that is one of the only clinics in Metro LA where people can come after they've done inpatient treatment and do outpatient services.
Now, the Koreatown Storytelling Program, as you guys got a sense from the video, we have such a rich, diverse group of participants, and not only people we serve, and they all have the most fascinating stories about living in Koreatown, growing up in this country. It's probably my favorite part of being a part of the program is just hearing their stories. And the program's goal really is to not only capture these stories that they have, but to give them the tools as well to tell their own stories. That's why we're really around teaching the oral history and storytelling techniques from an intergenerational perspective. One of the ways we do that is actually our high school students will interview a lot of our elder participants and capture their stories, and we'll publish that in a booklet.
So one of the things we're also doing in terms of data is we're measuring pre and post surveys for the youth and the elders. So for the youth, we're measuring empathy, and in the elders, we do the UCLA loneliness scale for both the youth and the elders, but we also do perceptions of generativity for the elders. Our program started also in March of 2020. So you can imagine we were about to launch a youth meeting with elders. I think we were supposed to start March 18th, and then on March 15th, we went into lockdown. So we had to pivot very quickly. What were we going to do? And what we did was really ask the elders, what do you need, right? And so initially we started with meal and essential deliveries. We were delivering toilet paper, antibacterial wipes, cat food, whatever the elders said that they needed, we brought to their door. The photo on the top with the woman with the mask, we did COVID vaccination registration for elders and immunocompromised people in our community. And while we were there, we asked them what their thoughts were on the vaccine, what their thoughts were on COVID. So there was a narrative medicine component to what we were doing. And that was a socially distanced portrait session because photography is a major component of what we do. We partner with an organization in Boyle Heights called Las Fotos Project, and they come in and they teach our youth about photojournalism techniques, photography, and community photo essays. So again, high school journalism program, oral history interviews with community elders. Our program's also trilingual. We have output in photo, audio, video, and print. Our audio is being held at the Library of Congress. Our video is being held at USC's Korean Heritage Library. And our print publication, which I have the first volume of, is in circulation at the Los Angeles Public Library. Each semester, we focused on a different theme. Our first theme was obviously COVID-19. Our second theme was on the garment district and the apparel and manufacturing industry, as I found out that a lot of the residents of Koreatown, both Korean and Latinx, worked in the garment district downtown. They were also, there were a lot of workplace violations at the beginning of COVID when they were working in factories. We then focused on elder care, so we brought in gerontologists to speak to the youth, and we interviewed elders at nursing homes, elder residences, to find out what their life was like during lockdown. Last semester, we focused on the 1992 LA civil unrest, where our students went into the businesses in the community and interviewed business owners about their experiences during that time, also in 3 languages. And next semester, we're going to be focusing on food. So we're going to do a whole school year on food in Koreatown. So I consider this culinary arts. We're really looking to have our elders teach the youth how to make traditional food. So for this, we got an NEA grant in folk and traditional arts. The woman on the left is one of our halmonis. She's picking produce, and we're going out. We're doing this again tomorrow because she's going to be doing a kimchi making workshop with LA Opera on Friday. The bottom right is a photo of Namu Farms. It's a farm that has contacted us because they cultivate Asian heirloom plants, and they want to donate these to the elders so that the elders can garden, because the elders have told us that that's what they want to do. When we asked the elders, what are you interested in doing? They said gardening and live music. So that's what we've brought them. And then the photo on the left is a partner of ours. It's a Guatemalan restaurant in MacArthur Park, and they're going to be teaching our youth how to make Guatemalan street food.
So with all these great programs in the work already at KSP, I think the next thought that we came upon was, wow, what if we took these oral histories and stories and gave the participants also the tools to tell them in another form, one that's close to my heart, which is screenwriting. So this fall, we're going to be undergoing the first screenwriting program with KSP, which will be intergenerational. It will have the elders as well as the high school students, taking a lot of the stories of the elders to inspire some of the stories that may come out of this program for the students. And we're going to be teaching them the basic principles of screenwriting, 3-act structure, how to build a character, thinking about scene work, analyzing some of the great screenplays from history. Ultimately, what it will all build to is a screenwriting packet with their one idea that they'll kind of develop over the 6 classes, but then also one scene that they're going to build between 2 of their primary characters. And then that will culminate all of those scenes. We will do a intergenerational staged reading for all of our participants, where the scenes will be read by the high school students as well.
So the next video is an oral history video that we did with one of our elders. So just to give an idea of what some of the interviews look like, what we're trying to document.
저의 이름은 강정구입니다. 저는 LA에 살고요. LA 산 지가 한 45년 됐습니다. 원래 저는 고향이 경상북도 선산입니다. 아주 시골 산골짜기인데 국민학교 졸업하고 바로 서울 와가지고 야간으로 공부를 했습니다. 낮에는 일하고 야간 학교 다니고 그러고 쭉 이제 있다가 한국 남대문 시장 대도백화점에서 넥타이를 제품을 했습니다. 그러다
So I just wanted to give you kind of an excerpt of what we're working on and why it's so important. And so Mr. Kang is one of our longstanding elders. We brought him on because he actually owned a garment factory in downtown LA. So he came on for our garment district cohort, but then ended up discussing really his experience during 1992 in LA as a Korean American. And so this was the first picture in 1975 of the Korean Youth Center, our initial first name. And then this is our high school program called Bridge. And it's our leadership program. So what it looks like now, it's very multi-ethnic, very different organization, and just showing you a little bit of then and now. Thank you very much.